Dragons of Hiss, a King Lake Film Partnership production.
Had not been amused with my outburst as a dragon, in which I had just torched a tobacco field, and had sentenced me to 6 months of community service reading fairy tales to human children in the Sacred Heart Parish Cemetery on behalf of Hartman's Community Center. However, as I walked down the road inside the forest, I stubbed my toe on a rock that was sticking out, and in my pain and anger, soon the changes overtook me again, and I turned into a smelling dragon. The Warren Court, however, had set up plans for this sort of event, and Constable Dudley Cody soon walked up to the cemetery to read the children the fairy tale, The Singing Soaring Lark by the Brothers Grimm.
There was once a man who was about to depart on a very long journey. Before leaving, he asked his 3 daughters what he should bring back with him as presents for them. The eldest wished for pearls, the second for diamonds, but the third said, "Dear father, I should like a singing, soaring lark." The man hoped he would be able to find it, and promised that, if it were in his power, she should have her wish. Then he kissed all 3 of them and set out on his travels. When the time came for him to be on his way back home, he had bought pearls and diamonds for the 2 eldest, but had searched everywhere in vain for a singing, soaring lark. This made him very unhappy, for his youngest daughter was his favorite child. His road lay through a forest, and in the midst of the forest was a magnificent castle. Near the castle stood a tree, and perched on the topmost branch of the tree he spied a singing, soaring lark. "Aha," said the delighted man, "you have arrived just at the right moment." He ordered his servant to climb up and capture the little bird, but as the servant approached the tree, a lion leapt out from behind it, shook himself and roared until the leaves on the tree trembled. "He who tries to steal my singing, soaring lark," he bellowed, "I shall devour." The father said, "I did not know it belonged to you. I will make amends for the wrong I have done, and ransom myself with a large sum of money, if only you will spare my life." "Nothing can save you," growled the lion, "unless you will promise to give to me whatever first meets you upon your return home. If you will do that, I will grant you your life, and into the bargain you shall have the bird for your daughter." The father hesitated, saying, "That might be my youngest child. She loves me best, and always runs to meet me whenever I arrive." The servant, terrified and shaking in his boots, said, "Why should your daughter be the very one to meet you? It might just as easily be a cat or a dog." The father allowed himself to be persuaded, took the singing, soaring lark, and promised to deliver to the lion whatever should first meet him when he returned home. When he arrived and entered his house, the first to greet him was none other than his youngest and dearest daughter. She ran to him, kissed and embraced him, and when she saw that he had brought with him a singing, soaring lark, was beside herself with joy. The father, however, could not rejoice. Weeping, he told her tearfully, "My cherished child, the price I had to pay for this little bird was indeed dear. In return for it, I have been obliged to promise you to a savage lion. When he has you, he will surely tear you to pieces and devour you." He then told her the entire story as it had happened and begged her not to go, regardless of the consequences. She consoled him and said softly, "Beloved father, your promise must be fulfilled. I will go to the lion and try to soften his heart so that I may return safely to you."
Hartman's Community Center at yahoo.com